zodiac house carries energy which affects a specific part of the body. Depending on where the planets were at one's time of birth will determine not only one's characteristics, but one's strengths and weaknesses in their body in regards to those energies. So I'll give you an example. The 12th house has, let's say this has Neptune in it, right? And this is the house of Pisces, which is why it's violet, purple, right? This controls your feet. So you might say, I got bad feet or I got bad ankles. This is because you reincarnated at a time where this house is either weak or strong. So we not just making no shit. You be talking, I was born like this. I was born with this problem. Where the fuck was your planets at when you know what I'm saying? What was your planetary alignment upon birth? So even your physical strengths and weaknesses all got to do with astrology. Let's pick another one. Let's say the 9th house, which is Sagittarius, which is the strongest when Jupiter is in it. And that's the color blue, which is the 6th and 5th chakras, depending on what shade. This controls your thighs. So you might say, damn, she got some big ass thighs. She was born like that. Or you might say, damn. So when we talk about, now let's get into it now, because they say white people are skinny because of non-melanin, because melanin actually gives your body mass because it has natural protein. White people have no natural connection to the cosmos as well. So when you're dealing with their feet in their 12th house, their motherfucking ankles in their 11th house, they got damn thighs in the 9th house, they got damn reproductive organs in their 6th house, their 8th house, they hips in the 7th house. When you dealing with, what's this one? In the 6th house. When you dealing with their stomach in the 6th house, when you dealing with their solar plexus in the 5th house, when you dealing with their chest and their breast in the 4th house, when you dealing with their arms and their hands in the 3rd house, when you dealing with their neck and their shoulders in the 2nd house, and you dealing with in the 1st house, they always skinnier and weaker because they don't have a connection. So this is why white people come out fucking deficient. Because like I said, neuromelanin, neurons, neurotransmitters, which is neurological thoughts which exit your head through your dimple antennas, which is located in between the internal and external layers of the skull, which give you a natural connection to the Most High. This actually helps your body to become more powerful. I forgot the name of the man, but y'all ever see that white man that white people always draw? He be on astrology wheel like this. This is what this is about. Your physical body is also produced by the cosmos. And white people have no connection to the cosmos. This is why these motherfuckers is the skinniest, weakest, degenerate people on the planet Earth. And this is why they play with genetic engineering so much, because they have to unnaturally try to give themselves something that they will naturally have, never naturally have. That's right. And they can't fucking cook. And that's probably another house we don't see. All right, astrology and the zodiac and reincarnation part 3, the Milky Way galaxy. Now I want everybody who feel important, right, and feel like I'm that nigga, find you on this. Find yourself. If you that nigga, find yourself right now. Or if you that girl, you that queen, you that B word, find your motherfucking self. You know why you can't find yourself? Because you ain't that fucking important. You're not. So we're dealing with the Milky Way galaxy, right? Because we have infinite galaxies. Our galaxy is the 18th. How do we know this is the 18th galaxy? Because through carbon dating and mathematical calculation, we can trace that this was the 18th galaxy created in this spectrum of the universe. So when you look at planets and shit, scientists don't name planets by the way they name your house. They won't say this is 17th Jones Street planet. They give it numbers predicated upon its order of existence or its sequence. For example, Earth is the 3rd planet because Earth is the 3rd planet from the sun. So this is why it's planet number 3. So we might say we're in the 18th galaxy because this is the 18th galaxy created from the center of the universe, as they say. Follow me? So in this galaxy, you see all these little sprinkly looking, graffiti looking lights? These are all solar systems. This is our shit. Wow. So you know how many life forms is all around this goddamn galaxy? How many other different melanated shit exists? We don't know what it look like because we don't live over there. But with that being said, when we're dealing with our galaxy, I want y'all to understand the importance, how important it is and how non-important it is at the same time that you exist. You, out of all of these goddamn planets you could have went to, you chose to come to this one that you can't even find right now. And then when you get here, you thought you was so important that you was more important than all the shit you chose not to come from. Ain't the ego a motherfucker? So we got to get back. This is spirit science, baby. Get back into the point. You ain't come here to try to be that nigga. You came here for you. SOS, you came here to save your motherfucking self and got here and thought you was bigger than everybody else. So we got to get it back in check. Each planet is like a classroom, as I stated before, where souls come to learn. Once a soul has matched their frequency to their highest level of existence, they merge back into the oneness from which they came. Now, I use the ocean analogy because it's the greatest analogy you can use. Waves crash on shore, and then they get pulled back into the ocean, and you don't see them no more. Souls reincarnate, then we go back. We reincarnate, and then we go back. And it's not to the point that you reincarnated and learned your lesson, aka damn near became a Buddhist monk, that you go back into the Creator. Or you become what you call an ancestor. Because you have beings, which I'm going to go into, that are so intelligent, they don't want a physical body. They just say, fuck it, I'm going to just stay right here and teach, but I'm not fucking with them because they're ignorant. Same thing with family. They say when you get money, you don't hang with nobody that's broke. Same, spirits do the same thing. When you get knowledge, you don't go around stupid. Ain't no soul trying to come to the goddamn Brooklyn projects. Not happening. Unless they really got some love and they say, come on, man, we going to go down there and help these Negroes. Other than that, they stand up there and they help you from a distance. So, that's right. Some souls have reached a level of intelligence and do not wish to reincarnate, but instead remain in spirit and help guide those on the physical realm. These are whom we refer to as ancestors. Okay? So it's nothing spooky or no crazy shit like they want to tell you. It's an understanding. A pedestrian is a motherfucker on the street with no car. A driver is the same on the motherfucking street. So you're on the same street, but you're just in a car. An ancestor is you outside of a vehicle, and they happen to possess a certain amount of intelligence that they can help you with because they've been here before. Period. And Theurgy, which is ritual, because remember, the ancestors study astrology, alchemy, and Theurgy. Theurgy is ritual to manifest the first two. Dull spirits and vibrant spirits through astrological conjunctions on the planet. This is why you do rituals on a certain day. Why would you do a ritual on a specific day if astrology wasn't important? So understand the science that our ancestors actually practice and don't let the white man smear campaign it or scare you out of it. Now, sometimes these ancestors reincarnate solely to raise the consciousness of the beings on a planet in order to prepare them for an up-and-coming electromagnetic ascension, as well as to restore the planet Earth's health, which I'll go into the ascension at the end of this. So, you might say, damn, everybody on planet Earth, you know the Earth is ready to the Earth is ready to upgrade, but all these motherfuckers on the Earth became mentally stagnant or blocked. So let me go down here and teach these damn people so that we can continue on with the accession of reality. This is what you would call a prophet. So if Jesus was real, this is what Jesus would have been. So a prophet or a Messiah is somebody who comes to a planet and says, you know what? Y'all been staying at the same position. It's been 5,000 years now, motherfucker. We getting ready to go over here. Raise your shit. All right, let's go. Boom. And whatever is causing y'all not to raise your shit, we going to eliminate that. So just like a plumber. A plumber comes and says, you know what? The drain is clogged. Let me eliminate this because you've been trying to flush your toilet and you can't flush. A Messiah says, let me reincarnate. Okay, up your frequency. All right, y'all, be ready for the new age and I'm going back to where I came from. Okay? So understand that, family. The cosmic calendar. Let's get into it now. The cosmic calendar. Because y'all need to be familiar with this because a lot of motherfuckers actually think it's 2016. And it's not. Months govern individual consciousness and start at Aries, which is here, and go counterclockwise. So this is Aries. Y'all see this laser pointer? On a monthly scale, your zodiac goes counterclockwise. So it goes towards Virgo. And then from Virgo to Pisces, from Pisces back to Aries starting point, right? On a yearly scale, which is when I broke down how the planet is traveling 137 miles per second around the galaxy, we at Virgo, and we're going from Virgo to Aries. Now, why is this important? Because on a yearly scale, we're talking about what governs the consciousness of the planet. So everybody on the planet Earth, let's say, okay, let's use Pisces, because we're leaving out of Pisces. For the last 2,100 and damn near 60 years, everybody on the planet, whether you're Virgo, Leo, Cancer, Gemini, Taurus, Scorpio, individually, you had your sign energies, but on a totality scale, your ass was mentally a Pisces. Now that we're going into Aquarian age, we all got our individual zodiac energies, but we all going to be consciously an Aquarius. Aquarius is what? Teaching. This is why they say this is the age of awakening. So the planet is on a totality scale, it's going to come into a certain level of spiritual consciousness. That's right. So why does, on a yearly scale, we go clockwise, aka right to left around the wheel, and then on a monthly scale, we go from left to right? Because on a yearly scale, we're talking about the planet. The planet is traveling from Virgo to Leo to Cancer to Gemini. I mean, the sun is pulling the planet Earth from Virgo to Leo to Cancer to Gemini to Taurus to Aries to Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo again, right? But then, remember, the planet Earth itself is rotating the opposite direction around the sun. So on a celestial scale, we're going from Virgo to Leo. But on an individual scale, the direction we're going on the planet, we're going from Virgo to Libra. Y'all follow me? Yeah. So now, why is this important? I'm going to show y'all how the chakras work when I get to the slide. But anything that goes, counterclockwise is for your subconscious. Anything that rotates clockwise is for your consciousness. Even when you're doing rituals and spells, how many of y'all can consciously recollect when you if I tell you right now, draw a circle, right? Are you going to go counterclockwise or are you going to go clockwise? You think that shit don't matter, it do. It tell you what hemisphere of your brain you're using and all of that. So when we're talking about the natural cipher of which your soul spins, that's telling you what part of yourself you in. So I'm going to go into, I'm going to get there. I'm going to save it. I'm going to get there because I will go off. Monday, here's the cosmic calendar. First, let me throw the damn Gregorian calendar out the window. The Gregorian calendar, also known as the Christian calendar, also known as the Western calendar, is the shit niggas use today. 2016 is predicated upon the fictitious death of Jesus, right? So AD is supposed to be after death, BC is supposed to be before Christ. Really, BC is before the Caucasian because you can't find the Caucasian nowhere in BC. And AD is after damnation because it's after Europeans left Europe for the first time and damnated the motherfucking world. So that's the actual meaning of the calendar. But we're going to deal with it in what they say it means. 2016, this is a fictitious calendar. Now, why would they need a fictitious calendar? If y'all heard Jewel Pookrum yesterday when I gave her an award at the Black Powers Awards, she stated, you need to get back on the celestial clock. Now, I'm going to tell you the importance of the celestial clock. I'm going to give you an example. Raise your hand if you know what the Circadian rhythm is. What the who? Circadian rhythm. Okay, raise your hand if you eat 3 times a day. Raise your hand if you eat at least 2 times a day. Now, more people raise their hand for eating 2 times a day than they did for knowing about the Circadian rhythm. When if you knew about the Circadian rhythm, you wouldn't eat 2 or 3 times a day. Now, why is it important? Because the Circadian rhythm is on the natural clock. Let me tell you what the Circadian rhythm is. The Circadian rhythm is basically the sun governing your cells. So let me give you an example. How many of y'all work 24 hours a day? Nobody. You might work a double, but you're not working 24 hours a day. Your cells don't either. You think your motherfucking cells is just in the digestive system all day, like I'm about to digest some shit, I'm about to digest. No, that's not happening. Them motherfuckers be like, fuck it, it's 10 o'clock, nigga, I'm going to sleep. So with that being said, from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., you have a certain group of cells in your body that says, I'm ready to digest some food. That's my shift. At 4 p.m., my shift is over. Then starting from 4 p.m. to 11 p.m., you have another group of cells that says, I'm ready to see what I've digested and break down and see what's good and bad for me. That's my shift. And then from 11 p.m. back to the 7 a.m. again, you have another group of cells that says, everything that's bad, I'm going to turn it into feces and urine, and everything that's good, I'm going to distribute it to the body where it needs to go. Follow me? Yeah. So when you eat at 9 o'clock at night and you're eating dinner, you're eating at a time where your body does not want to digest food. And then you wake up and you ladies wonder why y'all got love handles. Stop eating your ass at 9 o'clock. Stop letting that cracker tell you dinner is at 7. When, let me give you an example. You fill your car up, right? Do you go to the gas station 3 damn times a day on foot and fill the motherfucker up? We ain't talking about put 5 in and make it. We ain't talking about what niggas do. We talking about, you know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about what niggas do. Eliminate that. We ain't talking about that. We talking about naturally. Do you put 30 in your tank, fill your shit up, go up the block, then fill the motherfucker up again? No, you fill it up and you run it down. Same thing with your body. You're supposed to wake up in the morning, and from in between 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., you fill yourself up, you run for the day, and then you rest at night. Fill yourself up, do what you do for the day, rest at night. Okay? Ask niggas in the military how they eat. They're not eating 3 times a day. And them motherfuckers is fighting wars. We eating 3 times a day, nigga, you don't even play a gym. So, let's just be real. Let's be real. So now, why is this important? It comes back to the natural clock. We don't even eat according to the natural clock, let alone live. You motherfuckers think it's 5 o'clock Monday, 2016. This is an alternate reality which doesn't exist. This is some Mr. Strange shit. Because if a motherfucker, listen, we teach them about their ancestors, right? Let's use a pharaoh. Let's say if motherfucking Thutmose was to come back and you used to say, Thutmose, what time is it, bro? It's Wednesday, right? What? Yeah, nigga, it's 2016. What the fuck is you talking about? He gonna look at you like you crazy. See, we in an alternate reality. Now, the natural clock is really right now we're in the year 15,102. So you might say, damn, Pharaoh, we're billions of years old. How are we in the year 15,102? Because Virgo is 0.0 degrees in the 360-degree direction of our galaxy. See this? 360 degrees, and then when you get here, it goes to 0, and then it extends itself. Then it come back to 0, and it extends itself. So the universe goes in a circle, then it extends itself, and goes in another circle, then it extends itself. So every year, we go back to 0.0, and a part of this extension, we start to calculate again. So time is, once again, degrees. Degrees is what? Mathematical angles. How many angles are you from the goddamn sun? So right now, we're 15,102 degrees from our starting point. And in 18 more years, which will be 15,120, we'll be in the age of Aquarius. So we right here, in between the end of Pisces and Aquarius. So this is why it's 15,102 and not quadrillion, billion, and 17.9. Because we start at 0 every time we go back to Virgo. Now, Monday, I'm going to give y'all the magic now. You can name this shit what you want to name it. I don't give a damn. According to the white man, Monday is named Monday, predicated after the moon. The moon is a feminine day, feminine energy. You're supposed to rest on Monday, but guess what you do? That's the starting day of the worksheet, the work day, the work week. So Monday, you're supposed to be resting and letting the moon replenish your body, but instead your ass is clocking in for work. This is why don't nobody like Mondays. Don't nobody like Mondays. This ain't an accident. This because internally you know you're not supposed to be doing shit. What the fuck? Now on Tuesday, all right? Don't nobody fuck with a Monday. Come Wednesday, you might be all right. You be like, all right, let me get on this. Let me go to fucking work. Let me go to school. But Monday, you be like, God damn. And it's a test today? God damn. So on a Tuesday, that's Mars Day. That's masculine energy. Like I said, wars are waged on this day. In Greek mythology, this was Ares, the god of war. I already broke down the science behind Trump in 9/11, so I ain't got to do that again. Wednesday is Mercury. Mercury, just like Tuesday, which is Mars, also masculine energy day. This is a day of communication, which caters to the left hemisphere of the brain. This is why they call Mercury the hump day. This is why most people at work start to get shit done. And you think that I'm getting shit done. Let me go hard on Wednesday so I ain't got shit to do on Friday so I can leave early. But where do you think that motivation comes from? Why you don't feel that motherfucker way on Monday? Because Wednesday you getting that energy from Mercury. You're not getting it on a Monday. So they know what the fuck they doing with this 7-day work week. Now let's keep it kicking. Thursday is Jupiter, which is another masculine planet. Thursday is when Friday's getting ready to come. And you like, I'm at the end of the road. Thursday feel like Monday toned down by 10%. Then when you get to Friday, which is Venus, which is feminine energy, love energy, what you do? You do what society tells you to do, which means you go the fuck out to the club and enjoy yourself. Or you go on a date. But you know why? Because you in Venus. Venus is love energy, which is a feminine planet, which is why people are told, because you don't do this on your own. You do what society tells you to do. You are told to go out and party, which leads to what? Sex in the lower self. Do a statistic on what days of the week people have the most sex. Fridays and Saturdays. Is the days of the week when motherfuckers is fucking like rabbits. You know why? Because that Venus energy. It's a fact. You go to the club, I don't care if you're male or female. Ladies, you go to the club to see a man you attracted to. Men, you go to the club to see a woman you attracted to. And it's Friday, bro. We about to get a bottle, pop bottles, and go out. Or for y'all classy people, we about to go to the gentleman's club or you know, older people got their classy party styles. For y'all classies, y'all going out on a Friday because you're being influenced by the Venus energy. So all of the shit you do is being astrologically governed. Now, Saturday is masculine energy. Niggas die on Saturdays at them clubs. Don't believe me? Check statistics. I'm not telling you nothing you can't check. Check FBI statistics on days of the week motherfuckers get killed the most. Niggas ain't getting killed on no goddamn Wednesday. That ain't happening. You might argue with a motherfucker on a Wednesday. Saturday, that argument is what got the nigga killed. So with that being said, you know what I mean? I'm telling you the truth. So Saturday is a masculine day. Another masculine day. And this is when black people die. This is why you tell your kids, I don't want you going out this weekend, baby. They crazy out there. Don't let it be a full moon on that Saturday. Shit. Okay, Sunday is, of course, the sun. right? Which is masculine. Now Sunday is when energy is at its most high for this planet. And we are told on this day to rest, right? So they say Sunday is a chill day. Most motherfuckers go to church, they go to their little funky ass mosque, and then they go home and they rest, right? Y'all chill out day. Motherfucker, this is the day you're supposed to be working out. If you ever thought you was gonna run like Rocky, this was the day. Because this is when the planet is most energized by the sun. So they actually got you living in opposition to the celestial energies that help you. Meanwhile, they using this shit to their advantage every day. That's right. So we dealing with the cosmic calendar. Understand the real calendar that governs you. Not this fictitious ass Gregorian calendar that you think governs you. This is spirit science, baby. Welcome to the class. Now, crystals. Let's get into crystals. I'm going everywhere. I'm going all over the fucking place. Crystals, right? Once again, I'm using public, definitive terms because you can't come to my house and tell me what my dictionary is saying. The definition of crystal, according to what the white man put out on Google, is a material in which the atoms are arranged in a rigid geometrical structure marked by symmetry. So that being said, if you don't know anything about geometry, that's when shapes become 3D. So a triangle is a 2D shape. It doesn't become a geometrical shape until it becomes a pyramid, aka it has a third angle of 45 degrees or more. Follow me? Yeah. So a square is not a geometrical shape. A cube is. So crystals, as you can see here, are geometrical shapes that are not fully formed but have a rigid end on some part of their body. You're not gonna find a perfect ass square crystal. You're not. You might find some shit like this though. So that being said, why are crystals important? Because the first level of physical manifestation is color, remember? Yeah. Okay. Each crystal has a vibration determined by its electromagnetic spectrum frequency, which causes it to affect and associate with certain chakras. So let's go to red crystal. This is jasper, right? Red crystals have a frequency of 405 to 480 hertz. Guess what else has a frequency of 405 and 480 hertz? Your first chakra. So when they tell you get some red crystals and meditate with them on your first chakra, this is not no spooky hocus pocus shit. This is because crystals are emitting a frequency that will help to heal your portal. That's it. There's nothing spooky about that. So when we're talking about, let's say the third eye chakra, which is indigo, and we go get some satellite, satellite, however you want to pronounce it. We go get that crystal, right? Which is seen right here. This is because it's emitting a frequency from 670 terahertz. The same as your chakra. So the universe has already disdained color because remember, color is the first form of physical manifestation. Anything that has a certain color is associated with that frequency. So this is like when you say, okay, let's go to yellow, right? Yellow is the stomach. You might say, I'm constipated, I can't boo-boo. Go eat you some yellow banana peppers. Go eat you some regular yellow peppers. I bet you boo-boo. Now, why is this important? Because those peppers, due to the fact that they even have that color, affect all things that obtain that color on that frequency. So when we say, how did the ancestors know which herbs and shit to eat to heal certain things? Because they understood the colors of certain aspects of their beings, so they knew what to go get to deal directly with that. Cells are green. If you want your body to grow, you eat green fruits and vegetables. That's right. That's damn simple. You got a heart problem? Go. What they tell you? Eat some cherries. What color is cherries? What they do? Get your blood pumping. What color is blood? It's motherfucking simple. There's not no goddamn rocket science. It's all frequency. Period. Science is the detailed study of your soul. So let me give you an example. Common sense says, I'm hungry. Let me put this in my mouth, chew it and swallow it. Science says the saliva breaks down the enzymes and it goes down your esophagus at this degrees and that's science. Science is just a detailed study of your already in existence self. So when we're dealing with crystals, understand crystals affect certain aspects of your body because they resonate on that frequency, period. And you can identify the frequency of all natural things by their color. So you can use natural things in the environment to heal what parts of you these affect because you can identify what chakra they identify with. So example, this is why you got to study the endocrine system. The endocrine system is the physical manifestation of your chakras. For example, the pineal gland is the head gland in the endocrine system. So if you had something going on with your pineal gland, you would not only eat purple fruits and purple foods, you would get purple crystals to help heal that gland. So like, let's say Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi healed people. He didn't just do this shit on accident. Dr. Sebi understood the power of herbs, but you had to get a certain herb for a certain problem. If you come to Dr. Sebi, you say, Sebi, I got herpes. He ain't just going to give it all niggas apples. No. He going to say, eat this, that, and that. Because these certain foods affects certain glands and affects certain chakras and allow your spiritual body to regenerate itself. Follow me? Let's keep it kicking. All right. How to clean and charge your crystals. Sage.